Guys, I'm not gonna waste your time here. This video has been asked countless times, all right? How do I get more confident? How to get more social? This is the question I get asked millions of times over and over again on my channel, okay? And, you know, I'm really trying to fucking give this sauce to you guys for free because it took me years to learn, and I used to be the most unconfident motherfucker you have ever met, okay? I used to just not be able to talk to girls, not be able to do anything, and, you know, like, I just kept it to myself. I was like, yeah, you know, like, I'll just figure it out. One day it'll come to me, right? I used to ask people for advice, and they said, don't worry about it. Time will just give you the answer, right? And I realized that that's a load of horseshit, all right? So here are the 8 different steps that I took in order to become one of the most confident motherfuckers that I know, okay? And it sounds pretty fucking cocky, but that's just how it is, okay? And I've developed this just by following these 8 steps. And if you follow these 8 steps and you really, really commit to fucking getting more confident, you will get there. Because a lot of people, they tell you the attributes of a confident person. They don't tell you the step-by-step process on how to become confident, because this is what a lot of people are lacking nowadays, especially my generation, Gen Z, okay? We're all fucking not confident because we're stuck to our phones, we're always on social media, we're always doing this bullshit, okay? And until you actually go out and do these 8 steps, you're not gonna reach the level of confidence that you will fucking have in you, okay? And this is the thing. Like, you guys don't understand how much of a cheat code this is in life, okay? If you are confident, you will get way further than someone who's actually logical and, like, goes through life doing, like, the correct things, okay? Confidence gets you so much further, and this is why it's super important to learn, all right? So, step number 1. Beefing yourself up won't solve the problem. And I thought this was gonna solve the problem at the start. I was like, I'm gonna get jacked, I'm gonna get rich, and I'm gonna fucking, you know, like, be the best person ever, okay? And I realized that it helped to a certain degree, but that's not really what makes a person confident, okay? Because I used to see a lot of guys who are super skinny, super fucking ugly, and they ended up pulling more girls than me. They ended up being way more confident, more opportunities, and everything, okay? So, beefing yourself up should be a side thing for confidence. It shouldn't be the main thing, because a lot of people are going to tell you get rich, and they're going to tell you, you know, like, master your body or whatever. And I'm here to tell you that that gives you a little bit of internal confidence, but the real confidence comes from your words, okay? You don't understand how much your brain is programmable, okay, guys? Your thoughts, your actions, the things that you do are literally programming you day by day. So if you constantly speak negative about yourself, you will be more negative. If you constantly say, oh, I look good, but I can't talk to girls, you're not gonna talk to girls. You're not gonna fucking be more confident. You're not gonna be way more outgoing, okay? And I'm telling you guys, it's so important these days, because that's how you get the opportunities. That's how you build a life that you want in the future. And if you're watching this video, you're probably not a lazy motherfucker, and you want to do something more with your life, okay? And so the first step is realizing that beefing yourself up is not going to solve the problem. What is going to solve the problem is reps, okay? That's number 2, reps. Reps, 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 reps. This means you have to go out of your way, and you have to go and talk to people. You have to talk to guys, talk to girls, talk to whoever it may be, start up small conversations, not because you're forced to, but because you're interested, okay? If you see someone that looks interesting, okay? A guy who has, you know, like, a cool style, or a person who has an interesting life, or someone who's doing something pretty cool that you see on the street, you know? Talk to that person, okay? I used to go up and talk to people randomly on Palm Beach, right? One of the richest neighborhoods in Florida. And I used to just talk to people. I used to go on my bike, and I still do this, and I used to sit on a bench and wait for some old motherfucker to pull up, and I just start talking to him, right? Why? Because they have so much knowledge. People who are interesting have so much knowledge, and they're always willing to give you information. And the more you talk, the more you're gonna learn how to talk to people, okay? Because if you just think, you know, doing small talk or whatever is gonna help you, it's not. You have to genuinely be interested, right? So an example could be, if an old guy comes up to you, or is walking down the street, or he's sitting on a bench, be like, oh my God, it's a great day, isn't it? And he's just like, oh yeah, it's a great day. And I'm like, oh, you know, like, what brings you here? Like, why do you like this spot so much, right? You always have to ask open-ended questions. To be more social, you can't ask closed-ended questions to people, especially people who are smarter, okay? Ask open-ended questions. Why did you do this? How? Like, always include how and why in your sentence. Never is it yes or no, okay? Those are the main things, okay? If you continuously give yourself the opportunity to fail and do reps and reps and reps, because some people, they're not going to want to talk to you, right? Or some people are super interesting and they won't want to talk to you because, you know, maybe the way you look, right? Because let's face it, like that plays a big part. You know, how you look is going to dictate whether a person wants to talk to you or not. So beefing yourself up, like I said, is not the main thing, but you know, it's a good start, okay? But it's not the main thing to be confident, all right? Number 3, once you get your reps in, you got to understand that you have to be okay with rejection and time, okay? It takes time for people to respond. It takes time for people to like you. It takes time to get used to rejection. So don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of failure, okay? Failure is the number one thing holding so many guys back. I see it time and time again. They're too scared to start something new. They're too scared to fail and try again. And you got to understand that people maybe will care for me 5-10 minutes. They'll care about 1-2 weeks, right? But then they're going to forget. Okay, I've seen this a lot of times when starting my social media. Guys, I started from absolutely nothing on social media. Of course, everyone did. 0 followers, 0 nothing, and I had all my friends shit on me, tell me it was stupid, it didn't make any sense, and I kept on going. I said, you know what, it's fine. Like, they're gonna forget in 3 weeks, and they did. You know, like in 3 weeks, they're like, oh, okay, he's just doing his thing. You know, so the hardest part is the first time where your brain overreacts. It thinks of the worst scenario that could possibly happen. And 90% of the time, that shit never fucking happens, guys, okay? Your brain creates crazy scenarios. You look at a girl, you're like, oh my God, she's so hot, she's so hot, she's so hot. 20 seconds later, you're like, oh my God, like your brain overthinks so much about what could go wrong. Whereas if you just went up and didn't think, you don't have to think, okay? You just have to do and go and try. That's when your brain is going to be like, oh, okay, it's not even that bad, right? A girl says no, a guy says fuck off, a dude's whatever it may be, right? Like, you just have to roll with it and be like, okay, you know, like there's 7 billion people in the world, right? Someone is going to listen to me, someone is going to say something, someone's going to give me feedback, and I'm going to be friends with someone. The mentality of I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this person, I don't deserve to be social, I don't deserve to know that, or I'm just not, that's a terrible way to look at things, guys. Like I said, your brain listens to every fucking thought, every word that comes out of your mouth. So if you continuously say that, you will become that, guys. You will become that. So listen to your words, understand that your words are so fucking powerful. If you consistently tell yourself, you're good, you know what you're doing, you're gonna fucking make it, you have the skills and opportunities to do it, you will fucking get there. And it just takes time. If you consistently talk good about yourself for at least like 3 weeks, you're gonna see that people come up to you more. You're gonna see that your life just gets better. Why? Because your brain is like, okay, I'm identifying with this fucking thought, okay? If you consistently tell yourself, I can talk to anyone, right? Your brain is gonna look for that, okay? It's gonna look for that, and it's gonna be like, okay, let me see how I can prove this thought correct. And if you consistently talk to everyone, you're gonna realize that that's really who you are. And if you say the opposite, if you're like, I don't really talk to anyone, I'm not really a social guy, like your brain will confirm that. It'll confirm it, okay? So understand, guys, the words. That is maybe one of the most important things if you want to be more confident. Whatever you say over time becomes true. So be patient and consistently talk good about yourself and tell yourself you know what you're doing, okay? Because that is literally what your brain is going to listen to, okay? Number 4, my bad. Play by your rules. Do not listen to people that are closest to you. Don't listen to your friends. Don't listen to your family. Don't listen to anybody, because it's your life and you know yourself better than anybody else. And a lot of people struggle with this because they think that the people closest to them have their best intention. They might. You might have people that are supporting you, but at the same time, they don't understand your vision. They don't understand your goal, where you want to go in life, because that's what you have in here, okay? So don't listen to people. Do not listen to anyone at the start. Figure it out yourself through trial and error. See what works, see what doesn't work, fail, and then get better. Learn from it, okay? It is always super important to learn from your failures. Write down what you did right, what you did wrong. Rehearse it in your head, okay? This is super important. You do not have to listen to people because they're always going to give you their input, and most of the time it's really not in your best interest, okay? So listen to yourself. That's why I always say trust in yourself, trust in Polo, because it is super important that you trust in yourself. How do you trust in yourself? By giving the correct words to your brain, okay? Giving the correct words. Don't say you're shit at this. Don't say you're bad. Don't say you can't. Don't say these things, okay? Like this is why people are not confident, because they start out with this terrible mentality of I can't do this, or this is not who I am. All right? You have to identify with the type of person you want to be. You say, I am confident. I know what I'm doing. I can figure this out, right? This is the number one way to be confident, all right? Next, don't give in to society, all right? Society, as a young guy, is out to get you, okay? I don't care where you are in this world. The most dangerous group of men are young dudes, okay? And so it's in society's best interest to make them shut the fuck up. So it's your job to not listen to the stupidity you see online, the stupidity you see on social media. All this stuff is meant to make you think a certain way, right? Accepting of other people, doing all this thing, like trying to be like, you know, a nice person. It doesn't work. It does not work. Trust me, being a nice person and being very, very thoughtful is not the best way to do things, especially when you want to go for a goal, okay? You have to sacrifice that little fucking voice in your head telling you, oh, you know, like, well, that's not very nice. That's not very thoughtful. It's not very kind. People don't give a fuck, okay? People don't give a fuck. No matter what you say, what you do, like, it's not going to work like that. You have to be ruthless with the way you want things to work, and people are going to respect you more, okay? Girls, guys, whoever it may be. If you don't tolerate bullshit. Don't tolerate stupid shit that other people tell you is okay, right? Don't tolerate eating shit foods and saying it's okay because everyone does it. Don't tolerate watching movies and videos and binge eating and scrolling because everyone else does it. No. Just because you're not like everyone else, right? If you're watching this video, you're not like everyone else, okay? I hope you're not, because you watch my fucking content. And like, I'm trying to make people understand that they themselves are the asset. They themselves, like, you are like the best. You understand? Like, you have to internalize that. And society doesn't want to make you feel like that. It wants to make you feel like just a number, okay? So do not listen to society. Do play by your own rules. Don't listen to society, and fucking go after what you want, all right? Next, what you are good at, make it better, okay? Play to your strengths. A lot of people, they say they're good at something and they're confident in it, right? You can ask a nerd about some crazy subject on whatever he's specialized in, and he's not gonna stutter once. He's gonna tell you exactly how it is. He's gonna give you all the details possible. But the second you tell him to go up to a girl, he's gonna be lost, right? Because he's not good at it, okay? But if you end up being really, really good at something, you're gonna realize, oh wow, I'm confident in this. Why? Because I've done the reps. I've done the reps, okay? And I've been okay with rejection to get to where I'm at, okay? If you're really, really good at a sport, if you're really, really good at a subject, if you're really good at anything, look at what made you good. It made you good because you consistently did it, you consistently accepted rejection, and you got better no matter what. So lean into that, get better at that, and do that with things also that you're not very good at. You know, you build yourself up by being okay with that stuff, all right? Number 7, right? Never give up. This is the number one thing, all right? And there's a lot of number one things, but this is pretty freaking important, guys. Like, as you get older, you're gonna see people that are slowly giving up on their dreams. They're giving up on what they want to be in life because the reality is not matching with what they want to be, okay? And you have to understand that it's not matching, reality is not matching your ideal life because you are not identifying with your ideal life. You're not saying, this is who I am. You're saying, I can't do that. That's a little too far-fetched, right? You really have to never just give in to that feeling of like, it's fine if I just give up, right? Because that's 99% of these guys out here, guys. Like, all these NPCs, all the people who, you know, they're in shit cars, they're not doing anything, they're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and they say it's okay. They look at their life and they're like, huh, you know, like, I wonder why I'm like this, you know, but I guess it's fine because I just, you know, I don't really care. No. You have to go and identify with that person that you want to be in the future. And you have to say, I'm not stopping until I get it, okay? And people are going to feel this off you guys. They're going to feel that you don't give up no matter what. And it's such an attractive attribute to have, okay? And if you're more social, you're going to see that people are going to come to you more because of that. Because you have that drive, that tenacity, okay? And you cannot let, like, girls demoralize you, right? Because girls, you know, at the end of the day, guys, like, girls are here to test you. They're here to give you, like, they're trying to reveal your weak points, okay? And so you have to really just be strong in yourself and say, okay, let's say, you know, you've been burned by a couple chicks in your life and you're just like, oh, you know, I don't really want to like talk to them anymore because they're all the same and they're all messed up, you know. But that's accepting defeat. That's essentially giving up, and you can never give up in any aspect of your life, especially if you want something good, okay? You have to continuously try, don't be afraid of rejection, and keep on going, okay? Last one, nobody wins on day one, all right, guys? Nobody wins on day one, right? Like, everyone thinks that, you know, you start with this attitude, you start with this mentality, and you're gonna see results in 7 days. No fucking chance, all right? It's been at least maybe like a year and a half of me actively trying to do these things, and now I'm seeing monumental results, all right, guys? It doesn't take one day, it takes months, it takes, I wouldn't say crazy like a year or whatever, but you're gonna see results within months, okay? Stretch out your timeline, okay? Be okay with not seeing results at the start, because it's hard at the start, all right? I'm not gonna tell you guys it's the easiest thing in the world, because I wasn't really like confident enough to you know, like be where I wanted to be in life. I was like, you know, like I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really uncertain with life. No, until I realized that no one's coming to save you, you just have to just say, okay, you know, like it doesn't matter if it takes a year, 5 years, like you guys live up to like 100 years old, all right? You have a whole life ahead of you, and even if you're 20, you're 30, you're 40, you still have like 60, 70 years left, okay? So you're telling me that you want something on one day out of 80 years. Like, one day means shit, all right, guys? If you get rejected in one day, you have 80 years. You have fucking thousands of other days to get it right, okay, guys? Like, it's not like, oh, I'm 22, I'm chopped, it's over. Oh, I'm 19, I'm chopped, it's over. Oh, I'm 30, I'm chopped, it's over. No, guys, it's never over. It's never over. Like, you say it's over when you're 30 or 40, and you still have half your life left. Like, you know how much stuff you can get done? Like, you know when you have a busy day and you do a lot of stuff, you're like, wow, I accomplished a lot. That's just one day. That's just one day, guys, all right? If you want to really build yourself from the ground up, understand that it does not take one day, all right? It takes multiple months, years, and you got to be fine with that. You know, you got to say, okay, you know, like I'm not trying to get everything next week, you know? Give yourself time, and you'll see that the longer it takes, the longer you'll keep that skill, okay? I've been going to the gym since I was 16. And I never took steroids in my life. I never took anything. And, you know, I took creatine, you know, or whatever. But, like, only now I'm starting to see, you know, like, the fruits of my labor start to pay off. And you know how hard it is to lose a physique like this? Like, it won't happen. Why? Because it's been ingrained in my head. I just go to the gym like I brush my teeth. And that's the same way you're gonna feel when you're confident and you try every day, okay, guys? Within a year, like now, I don't even think much of it. And people are just like, how do you do all this? And I'm just like, because I've just done it over and over and over again, okay, guys? So if you internalize these 8 things, write them down in your notebook and consistently apply them, you're gonna see that within months, you're gonna get the results you want. And this is completely free, guys. I'm not charging you guys for any of this. Like, this is just genuine help, because when I was younger, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was surrounded by people who didn't have the same goals and ambitions as me, didn't have the same risk tolerance, okay? I was willing to just do whatever to you know, like, get what I wanted. And like, people shit on me for it. They're just like, why, like, it's too much, you're going too far with this stuff. Like, no. This is how you have to do it. You have to be strict in what you want, okay? Like, that's really what it is, guys. So if you want to be more confident, you want to be smart, you want to be strong, you want to be social, follow this step by step and just record yourself doing things. You know, even with me talking to the camera, a year ago, I was scared when someone was walking by. I was scared when you know, like, I didn't know what to say. Like, now it's completely normal. Why? Because I've done it every day. I look past my content 1 year ago, I was like, holy shit, I was so bad. And I just kept on going. You just have to keep on going, guys. Keep on going. Don't give up. Don't listen to society. Like, understand that reps are super important. Don't listen to the people closest to you. Just do what your intuition is telling you, and you will open up a whole new door in your life. All right, guys? So, hope you like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. But, yeah, I have an ebook too. If you guys want to look at that, I made it myself. It's kind of similar, something like this, but it's a little more in detail to give you the correct methods. I have a couple frameworks in there, and I'm probably going to build something else to also have a school community for you guys, but I'm really trying to get something that's going to help as many people as possible. And so I'm still working on that. But if you guys are interested, drop a comment, say like, I don't know, say S1000, just comment S1000 and I'll talk to you personally on YouTube, and you know, I can help you out. You know, I'm always here to help. I'm never here. Like, I have a great life. I don't need any of your fucking money. You know, like I'm straight chilling. I'm just here to help you guys. All right. So trust in Polo and trust in yourself.